Hello, welcome back to my channel. So a while ago I promised to show you how I make the cover for my no-sew journals. So I thought it was about time that I kept that promise. So basically any junk mail you have, this one is without the window. I'm using the other ones with the little window. But just to show you what you can use. I'm using it this way, where the window is here, and I just cut the top and the side here for the opening, and I cut it to 6 inches high because that fits with my pen holders, like this. So I already started a video, but that went wrong, as it does sometimes. So I already made this with the window, but obviously you can see how it's the other way, how I did that. I cut a little bit more off here because it's a bit too long for the journals I make, but you can make it any size you want. You can make it full size as well. But I already put some papers on, just a little bit like a masterboard here. So this is the back, this is the front, and like this. And I will now put some papers inside, because obviously you have a background here, and I will keep the top open so we have 2 big pockets on the cover. So let me do that. Just a little bit of glue around the 3 sides. That's it. And I'm keeping the middle free, so there's not too much bulk where the cover folds over. You could put a big piece on, but I find that when you fold it over, it gets a bit bulky here, because obviously the more layers you have, the more it works against each other. There. And it doesn't really matter how this is going on, because I tend to keep the picture side inside of the pocket, so when you open the pocket you can see the nice side. Because for the not so nice sides it's only text, so you're not wasting a perfectly good picture there. And for the other, for this, I'll cover this with fabric. There we go. Yeah, so now you have this picture behind here, and you have a nice big pocket for a big tag of some sorts. And I thought this would be nice to put on at the back. Usually I like to have the ripped edges. I just rip it, but I'm going to use my, what are they called, pinking shears for this, because I did rip it and it went horribly wrong, because I think this is a bit old, so it ripped anywhere where I wanted. So let's just put some glue on all of the back. I'll also see what it is. I think it, yeah, this side is the right side up, and as you can see it looks a bit old, and it's faded in some places, but that just adds to the charm. Glue on just all over the place, and I think I will use my real brush for this. Yeah, that's much better. I'll try not to get too much on. I don't want to get it too wet. I am trying to use up the glue that I don't like to use. It's not the glue, there's nothing wrong with it, it's just too thick. And my hands are getting old, so I can hardly press it out of the bottle. So I put it in a little container here and mix it with a little bit of water, not a lot, but yeah, it's a lot easier to work with now. Although I don't really like to use a brush, but it works. And I will put this on here. And as I said, try not to get too much glue on, because this is what happens. It gets, you can see a big spot there. I'm hoping it'll dry and disappear, but sometimes it doesn't. So you can either live with it or cover it up. There we go. I'm just cutting right to the edge. That was that side. Just need. I'll go around if there's a side that, or if there are places where the glue hasn't gone. So I'll just go around when it's dry and make sure everything is secured. Oops. There we go. I don't like using these scissors or whatever they're called, because they're so heavy and yeah, I don't know, I just don't like using them. I like ripping my fabric, but as I said, I couldn't do it with this. Because, and I can show you, I wanted to use this. I ripped it here and it just did this. So of course it wasn't long enough. But I had enough, so I'll just have to use this for another time. Never mind. So, since I'm not using my usual glue, it's going to be a bit bulky, but I can remedy that at a later time. But, as you can see, that is basically it. But, I will put a couple of holes here for the for lace or ribbon or whatever you think your cover may need, and I'll just secure them so I can make sure that I get the holes exactly in the same place. You don't have to use a crocodile if you don't have it. You can just punch the holes with something like this, or you can just wrap a piece of lace all the way around, but I'm sure your imagination will tell you what to do. And I will make 2 holes in the middle-ish. There we go. It's also always a bit stubborn with fabric, but it's okay. And let's see what. I think I'll use the neutral ones. For this one. That's one. There we go. Okay, I need a little bit more glue there, but I'll do that later. Main thing is to get it finished and dry it, and then you can go around and check if it's done after. That's it. And I happen to have some lace here. And this one isn't. It'll do. I may need to secure this one a little bit better. Oh, come on. There we go. My fingers are full of glue, so it's probably can't really get it. Oh, there we are. That was one. See if this goes better. That's it. So that's basically your cover, and then of course you can embellish it further. As I said, I like to put my pen holders on, so that way you always got your pen ready to work. And I'll put a link to the pen holders in the description. Yeah, see, that wasn't hard at all, was it? That was me for now. I'm sorry for the start, but you know, sometimes the technical side doesn't work as you want it to. But we'll manage anyway. So I hope you enjoyed this. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you next week, hopefully, if everything works as it should do. So, bye!